simply cultivate Krishna consciousness favorably. How I can become a lover of Krishna? That is only. Anukullena Krishnaanusilanam bhaktiruttama. This is first class devotion. Of course, we should know Krishna, otherwise it may be we may neglect him. Just like we are trying to explain what is deity. But if one has got unflinching love for the deity, he doesn't require to understand the deity through the Shastra. Spontaneous love. That's like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed. As soon as he entered the deity room, fainted. Here is my Lord. That is first class position of a devotee. Without any other consideration. Enhance your love for Krishna without any condition. That is required. So, these worship of different demigods are recommended in the scripture not to mislead him, but to lead him gradually to the higher stage. To lead him gradually to the higher stage. Because the demigods are considered the different limbs of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jeppanna devata bhaktya jajanti sadhyannita tepi mameva kaunteya jajanti avidhipurvakam. Jajanti avidhipurvakam. Just like if you want to serve me, there is a routine work how to serve superior. Now, if you touch my hair, you are touching me, but that is not the service. You see? Service means there is routine work. You should touch my feet. Similarly, anywhere go, it is Krishna. Because without Krishna, there is no other existence. So, to worship the demigod, indirectly worshipping Krishna, but avidhipurvakam, without regulative principles. Jajanti avidhipurvakam. The same example. If you want to touch me, so the regulative principle is that you have to touch the lotus feet of your spiritual master. Not that you touch his head and do like that. You can say, I am touching you. Oh, that's no argument. You have to touch according to the regulative principle. Similarly, those who are nonsense, all right, you touch the hair of your spiritual master. If you cannot touch the lotus feet, then you touch it. Giving a chance to come in touch. So this demigod worship, it is an example given. Demigod worship is recommended in the Vedas. At least they should gradually understand who is this demigod, why you are worshipping him, where from he has got this power. Then when one can understand that this Indra, Chandra and Surya and Diti, Aditi and fire, Lord Shiva, they are all different departmental heads of Krishna's government. The real king is Krishna. To understand that. Not that then one could derive all the benefits from one department. No, the different departments are recommended. If you want this, we approve this. If you want this, we approve. In the conclusion, it will be said, Whatever you want, you go to Krishna. It all desires will be fulfilled. Tasmin vijñāte sarvamedam vijñātam bhavanti akāma sarvakāma va moksha kāma udaradhi. What is time now, Kirtan? Now you read the part.
Purport. There are two modes of worship for different persons desiring success in particular subjects. The conditioned soul living within the purview of the material world cannot be transferred in every materially enjoyable asset, but one can have considerable influence over a particular matter by worshipping a particular demigod, as mentioned above. Ravana was made a very powerful man by worshipping Lord Shiva, and he used to offer severed heads to please Lord Shiva. He became so powerful by the grace of Lord Shiva that all the demigods were afraid of him, until he at last challenged the personality of Godhead, Sri Ramachandra, and thus ruined himself. In other words, all such persons who aspire after gaining some or all of the material objects of enjoyment, or the gross materialistic persons, are on the whole less intelligent, as it is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita 7:20. It is said there that those who are bereft of all good sense, or those whose intelligence is withdrawn by the deluding energy of Maya, aspire after all sorts of material enjoyments in life by pleasing the respective demigods, or by advancing the material civilization under the heading of scientific progress. The real problem of life in the material world is to solve the question of birth, death, old age, and disease. No one wants to change his birthright. No one wants to meet death. No one wants to be old or invalid. And no one wants diseases. But these problems are solved neither by the grace of any demigod, nor by the so-called advancement of material science. In the Bhagavad Gita, as well as in the Srimad Bhagavatam, such less intelligent persons have been described as devoid of all good sense. Shukadeva Goswami said that out of the 8,400,000 species of living entities, the human form of life is rare and valuable. And out of those rare human beings who are conscious of the material problem, and out of those rare human beings, those who are conscious of the material problem are rarer still. And the still more rare persons are those who are conscious of the value of the Srimad Bhagavatam, because it contains the messages of the Lord and his pure devotees. And death is inevitable for everyone, intelligent and foolish. Parikshit Maharaj has been addressed by the Goswami as the Manishi, or the man of highly developed mind, because at the time of death he left all material enjoyment and completely surrendered unto the lotus feet of the Lord by hearing his messages from the right person, like Shukadeva Goswami. But aspiration for material enjoyment by endeavoring persons is condemned. Such aspirations are something like the intoxication of the degraded human society. Intelligent persons should try to avoid it and seek instead the permanent life by returning home back to God.